All right, P6 complex numbers.
Yummy.
Ew, why did you say it like that?
Getting back with I. Getting back together with I.
No, I don't want to see I ever again.
I kind of like I. I loved I last year.
Look what Peyton did to me.
All right, write
It
this.
was way worse when I hit him with the thing at the birthday
She
party.
hit me
We
with
were
the piece
supposed
of
to
Hot
hit
Wheels
him.
track.
No, we all were hitting him. I just hit him harder than I was supposed to, apparently. I thought he was mad, but...
Well, that you're admitting to that on a video.
Oh!
Favorite part?
No.
Honestly, I
Wait,
really
who's
like
not
throwing
here?
the knives. Like,
Yeah,
What'd you say?
throwing the knives.
Oh, yeah. Throwing the knives was fun.
I stuck the knife in the tree.
Glad the whole world will
backwards.
get to know about that.
We threw
I
knives.
stuck the handle in the
They
tree.
were throwing knives, and it makes the video feel better.
It makes the video.
It makes the video feel better.
All right, add or subtract complex numbers. They need to be in standard form, meaning that you have the numbers first and then the i's at the end.
So this is what we
So, combine like terms, 2 plus 3, so that's 5, and then negative 3i plus negative 4i is negative 7i.
Wait, I don't even
Oh, I remember
that's too
this.
difficult.
I
have
remember
a
this
pencil
last
out.
year.
Yeah.
The
let's
notes
go.
made it seem like I
Let's
didn't
go.
remember it.
Yeah, I was watching the notes and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
we
It
girl.
sounds so complicated. Once we get to the examples, I'm like, okay, never mind. Okay.
All right, 2 plus I minus 9i minus 3. All right, so remember, if you have minus and then a parentheses, you either need to rewrite it as plus and then go ahead and distribute the negative through, or you need to actually physically remind yourself every time I've got to say minus, whatever it is, so that you get your signs right. So I don't care which way you do it, but if you were going to not rewrite it, then you need to do 2 minus negative 3, which is plus, so that's going to be 5. And then I minus 9i, so that's negative 8i.
Yeah, wait, these are easy. Wait, can we do these all year?
We'll just do
Just these.
Just nothing else in this.
I probably mess it up eventually though.
You do it so much that you like get
6. The square root of 5 minus 3i plus negative 2 plus the square root of negative 9.
It never stays that easy for
All over.
Don't even.
Just wait.
Don't play with me.
They're coming.
Don't play with me like that. These are not cute.
I have to like.
Should have seen the problems I was doing with them in college algebra the other day then.
What do they do in college algebra?
They had stuff that had square roots on the bottom and they had to multiply by the conjugate and get rid of them, and
You
it
know
was...
what? I'm so glad I did not take all of
Oh, we'll do that eventually in here.
So what's the difference
That's
between
just in their
college
review
algebra
chapters.
and- What's the difference between college algebra and like and other math? Like
So
like,
technically, if you haven't had trig with algebra 2, you're not supposed to be able to take this class.
So that's the only difference, no trig.
We made an exception for you.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
pre-cal's assuming you already know trig.
Oh, that's the only thing I remember from last year, really. I
So college algebra is basically the way of teaching trig. But I say that if you don't want to go on past pre-cal and you have like a year that you're going to set out of math, I would take college algebra as a senior, because when you get to college, you have to take a math entrance exam. And Kenny took a math entrance exam and didn't do well, and ended up having to go back and basically take algebra 1 in college.
That's kind of nice though.
And he ended up teaching his class just because of a test.
Oh my
So it's like if he had like some kind of like a review thing before it, like what I told them is I was like, as soon as you get done, like in May, I would go and contact your college to take the math entrance exam
As soon as you're done.
As soon as you're
Like,
done.
it's in your brain.
to like get out of it.
I'm taking calculus next year because I
So.
take calculus like 2 and calculus mixed physics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for
have
you,
fun with
man.
that.
You
That's
know
what
you
I
do that,
did.
girl. Girl boss it.
Yeah, or I might just do something else.
All right, so with this one, suggestions.
Don't we
Why
take
don't-
the I out of the...
Wait,
Same
isn't
thing?
like a negative radical like an imaginary number too? Because it doesn't like.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why she's
you
saying we
have to
take the I out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what else can I take out of that radical?
A 3.
3.
So copy the other stuff down.
Good job, Peyton.
Look at us go.
So then,
Same.
just as a reminder, if you have something in a radical and then another number, you can't just like smush them together and be like, oh, it's -2 square root of 5. Like, no, it's -2 plus the square root of 5. Okay, or square root of 5 minus 2, either way. But I like to do the square roots after just because then it doesn't get confusing as, oh, did I mean to put the -2 under the radical or did I not? So,
Right.
and then you have -3i plus 3i.
So Zaro.
So that's gone, so then just your answer is here.
That was gross, Josh.
All right, should have, but in the video, did I have what I squared, I cubed, and I to the fourth is?
It's I, -1, -I, 1.
Yep. Great.
There's a cat hair on my pencil.
Probably
I
Wow.
have a singular
Good
hair.
job. Good
Probably
observation.
because you have a cat.
Except for
So,
Oh.
all right, let's do one more of those. -7 plus I squared minus 6 minus the square root of
Wait.
-81.
Did you say -7?
You did.
What?
You said -7. Is it a negative or no?
No, it's a square root.
Thanks for radical.
No.
It's not actual
No,
math.
because
Those
you
like
didn't write it down.
those like
wrong.
a,
She
that's
just
like a
said
Miss
it
Patton
wrong.
point because like she said it wrong.
Gotta take the I out.
Out of -81.
And you could take a 9 out
So 6 minus 9i. Is that what you want?
so yeah. Well, I don't want it,
Tell me what you want.
but
And then the I squared is actually -1.
The square root of 7 minus 1.
JR, please.
please stop. The whistling is you're annoyed with I can't
Okay, and then we -1 minus 6.
Yeah.
So -7 plus
Plus
radical
radical
7
Plus 9.
plus 9.
And I wouldn't get you on this, but the book is going to do this because they say in standard form. So they wanted an A plus BI.
Okay.
But I would not take off if you didn't put those parentheses.
Okay.
But just if you see your answer and you're like, why is it that's why. Just because of the form that they wanted in. All right, so the next ones are going to be finding the product in standard form. So some foiling.
Yay!
So 2 minus I times 1 plus 3i.
Okay.
Okay, so we gotta do. So it's poop.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said poop. I don't know. That's what I heard. I was like, what?
Huh?
6 plus 6i minus I.
Minus
What happened? Wait, give me a
3i
second.
squared.
Okay, now I got it. I forgot what foil meant.
But then you gotta like
Okay, so now you can
the
combine like terms. Or we could.
So
well, you
it
gotta
would be.
change the I squared, right? And
I can
So
do all
that's
that in one
negative
step
one,
right here. You
so-
can do this. What is this?
Negative
No, 3.
It's just yes.
times -3, which is
Plus
plus 3.
Okay, so just ignore that part now and just when you're combining, just to save you a step, just use the plus 3 instead. So what does that combine into?
5.
5 plus
Minus-
5i.
Yep, 5 plus 5i.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Let's do one more of those. 16. Square root of -2 plus 2i times 6 plus 5i.
No, guys, this is good. Okay? No, guys.
If I say
We
it
got
enough
it.
times, it'll become true.
We got this, guys.
What is the first thing that I need to do?
How do you write it?
Foil.
No.
Uh,
Fix that
Fix
negative.
the negative.
Fix the no.
Yeah.
Fix the no.
No.
I square root of 2 plus 2i times 6 plus 5i.
My eyes be looking funky.
It's not hard to draw an eye.
It looks like a C with a dot in the top.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
It's like
What are you doing?
I'm making a blue.
Whoosh.
Alright, so
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So
6i
root
Yeah.
root 2 plus 5i squared root 2
5i squared root 2
Okay.
plus 12i
Plus
plus
10i.
10
Square.
I
Wow,
squared.
you were struggling to get that one out.
Now what?
Change the I squared.
Yeah.
Change
Get
it.
rid of them
So that's
squares.
a negative 10.
Yes. This is what I got. This is good, guys.
This is good.
Yes, this is good.
This is good.
Okay.
Do we do more?
Okay.
Okay.
We do more.
We do something.
So remember, I want it in standard form.
Oh,
So I
you
want it in
gotta
a
move
plus bi.
You gotta move that 10 to the front.
So combine these two things, okay, by just putting them together. Okay, so negative 10 minus 5 square root of 2 in parentheses
Okay.
plus. Now, with the last terms, okay, because I wanted an a plus bi. B is the numbers, okay, obviously, and then I is I. So, what you're going to do is you're going to factor out an I. You can either do this in this one step or you can do it in two separate steps. It doesn't matter. But you're going to take the I out and do the numbers in parentheses and then write the I after it.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be 6 square root of 2 plus 12 I. And like, while you could take a 5 out of the first thing and then you could take a 6 out of the second, like, set of parentheses or whatever, you don't need to, okay? Because it's in standard form the way that it's written.
Yeah.
So, just so you can see it,
Gosh, I think your notebook fell.
this is A, this is B, and then obviously that's I. So it's in A plus BI now. Okay, so that's why we have to write it that way. If there's multiple things that are getting grouped, you, like I said in this, where was it? This one, I was like, technically, if you didn't have the parentheses, like, I wouldn't take off for it. Okay, like, this one down here, you really need to have it because of the confusion with the I. Okay, because you actually have to take the I out of two things. If the I was just attached to one thing, like, I wouldn't worry about it. But I would just say make it a habit, put the parentheses on it. But up to you.
Yeah, I'll probably just make it happen.
It just makes it easier to see, too.
Yeah.
Like, have things grouped together.
It's like to jumble. Like,
Yeah,
I don't need to
agreed.
jumble.
18 square root of negative 25. And these just say to write the expression in the form BI.
Okay.
So what is this?
5
5i.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, that's
20 square root of negative 5.
So then it would
I
be
root
I
I
root 5.
Yep.
Sounds like the interstate road. I-95.
All right, next one's find the real numbers x and y that make the equation true. 22. 3 plus yi equals x minus 7i.
What was the direction again?
To find the real numbers x and y that make the equation true.
I thought I think.
The first step is
So watch.
You just have to add.
The I terms got to be equal to each other.
Okay.
So yi equals negative 7i. There's an I in both. So i's go bye-bye.
Oh, I got that.
So y equals negative 7.
Oh
That
my
easy.
goodness.
That's all you have to do.
And then x would be what?
3.
3.
Oh.
Yay.
Okay.
You be like that.
Oh, when I think there was something about that in the videos. Yeah, there was something about that in the video, and I was just like, what
I
did
didn't
they just
really-
do? There were a lot of notes.
What, Nathan?
Well, I heard the video, but I didn't necessarily like
Process it.
Comprehend.
Like in my
Yeah.
brain.
because
It didn't come on.
Did the cat not do your homework with you? I saw the cat did his homework with Garrett.
Well, no, I always get distracted when Mochi's out, so I had to sadly put him up.
I know.
Put him up.
That's what I have to do with my
He
siblings.
kept walking,
I have to put my siblings up.
he kept walking
I do
over
that.
my notebook whenever I
Oh,
was trying
that's
to take notes.
adorable.
I don't know. It looked like he was waiting quite patiently when Garrett was doing his homework.
Aw.
Yeah, no, Garrett put his backpack on the table, and Mochi thinks that's his new bed now, so he
Aw.
sleeps on his
I
backpack.
love
So
that. My
cute.
kittens, just, don't,
Don't do anything.
yeah.
No, I'll just be working on my homework, and Joy will knock on my door and be like, I see you.
But I've never heard louder cats in my life.
Your cats are
Like,
little.
we'll be in a different room,
I have a
and they
vocal
sound,
cat.
when they're running around the house, they sound like they're 400 pounds. They're just like,
All right. All right, so with this one, same instructions, but you just need to combine the stuff on the right before you set stuff equal to each other. So, what do I have over here?
7
7,
minus I minus 2 yi.
minus,
I don't know.
minus,
One second.
minus 2y. Maybe. No.
No, the variables have to be the same.
2y
You add them.
I squared.
You're
No.
adding.
You're adding.
Uh-oh.
Leave them separate. I have
3y.
something wrong on my notes. That's why I was looking at it.
Oh, I was
Doing
right.
it separate?
Yeah, go ahead and do it. This might be wrong, but what I have on my paper is most definitely wrong, so we're just gonna...
Just gonna go for it.
If this doesn't come out with the right answer, then we might just... Bye-bye.
We're just gonna go.
Or we're gonna assume the book has a typo. One of the two things. This book has a lot of typos. Just fair
Really?
warning. Yeah, it
Really?
does. Yeah.
That's scary.
Tell me about it.
That's
First year, I was like, I know I'm not doing all this wrong. Like, so annoying. And then I'd like go to like an internet source to like see like I'd type in the problem to see like what the answer was supposed to be, and like I was right, and I was like, thank you, textbook. Love it. All right, so now we're gonna combine stuff. We are going to still do all the I terms together, and then the other terms together, like just like the number or like x by itself. So like, what is x then?
7.
Okay, so x equals 7, so that one's easy. So then we're gonna do 6i minus equals, well, 1 second, minus I minus 2yi. So what happens with the, like, what do I need to do first over
Add
here?
the I.
Add the I, so it's gonna be 7i
Yes, 7i.
equals negative 2yi, and I need y by itself,
And
so
then
what do I
get
need
rid
to
of
do?
the I's.
Okay, i's are gonna disappear, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just cross those out.
And then you divide the 2.
The negative 2.
Yep. That's exactly what I said.
Okay, good. Guys, we got the right answer.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a note on here that this is wrong. On my notes.
Wrong.
That
Almost.
was
What if
rude.
if there wasn't like a muffin container?
Oh, I was like, please tell me I didn't just like miss that
It would
badly.
have been in if there wasn't a muffin container in there. Shit.
Yeah, I actually.
I was gonna say that was actually Josh.
Sorry, babe.
What was it his muffin
Yeah,
container?
why you just assume?
Because I thought it was his
It's just
muffin
rude.
container.
I thought I saw him walk in with the muffin.
I also
He
thought I
did.
saw him
Okay,
walking.
so
He did. He just didn't throw it away.
typically what I've done is I've stopped after this set of problems and I've given you problems to do. And then, like, tomorrow I would teach the next set. Would you rather me teach all of it now and you have tomorrow to work on it? Like, the whole
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Okay. Also, probably in about 15 minutes, there's going to be a fire drill.
I swear.
But I'm telling you, yeah, because we have to do it within the first 20 days of school, which is tomorrow. So that also means there's going to be another lockdown.
You did one.
You have to do one in the first full week of school and one within the first 20 days of school.
Got it.
And then you have to do one every month thereafter. But because the grass is wet, we're just going to stand in this parking lot out here. Like, literally just, like, right outside. So, anyways, I'm just letting you know because if you were like, you know, whatever. Y'all know how to do a fire drill by this point, so.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lockdown tomorrow, like, just letting you know. Hopefully we don't also have a real one a couple hours later because, you know, seems to be how things are going this year. Gotta love it. All right. Find the product of the complex number and its conjugate. So 35 minus 6i. So what would its conjugate be?
5
6.
plus 6i.
Okay, and you're gonna multiply that, but what are these first?
Oh,
Special type. What is it?
perfect Square. Wait, no. Difference of squares.
Difference of squares. So what does that factor into?
25 minus 6i squared. I mean, 30.
Minus
Wait.
36 side squared.
Okay,
Did I say
and then
6i squared?
yes, and then what happens?
Oh, you have
It's
to.
plus.
Yeah.
It's gonna be plus. So 25 plus 36 equals.
Wait, I got this one,
What
guys.
does it equal?
61.
Good job.
Does everybody agree with Josh?
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't verify.
I verified. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, we okay with that? Kind.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do more with conjugates in the next problems, but not like just that. So. Okay, 34. Write the expression in standard form without using a calculator. I over 2 minus I. All over. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so if I have a fraction with i's on the bottom, to get rid of them, I need to multiply by the conjugate. So what is my conjugate?
2 plus i.
Okay, and we have to do it top and bottom. And the goal is to get rid of the i's on the bottom. So, what is that going to give me on top?
2i
2i
plus I
Oh
squared
my goodness.
over 4 plus 2.
No,
Wait,
minus?
no.
Wait.
Yeah, it's
Minus I
minus
squared.
I squared.
All right, and then what does this give me?
Something.
Minus.
2i
Oh,
minus 1.
oh, yep. And then over
Over
4 plus 1.
over 5.
5.
Okay, you can do it as 2 steps or 1, either way, I don't care. Am I done?
No.
What do I still need to do?
I don't know. I
Put it in
just
standard form.
How do I do that?
You.
oh
Switch the.
you take the stuff from the
Negative
you
1
5 on
plus
the top.
2i.
Something.
And to write them separately.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Negative 1 over 5 plus 2i.
2 over 5.
That's right. That's what it is.
Okay, because I want it in a plus bi. So when you have a fraction with the i's at the end, make sure that you write the I like after it. Don't write the I like on top. Okay, now am I going to take off for that? No, but technically. But technically you do need to have it at the end. I'm really banking on trying to get to these problems before. All right, let's do another one. 36. 2 plus I over 3i. So the biggest thing is I can't have i's on the bottom. Okay, but this one isn't like 2 plus I or something like that I can just use a conjugate and get rid of. But how could I get rid of the I on the bottom? What could I multiply by to get rid of it?
Negative. Oh.
I over I.
Alrighty.
So what does that give me on top?
2i plus I squared over 3i squared.
Oh.
Nice, baby.
And what does that give me?
2i minus 1 over negative 3.
All right, and now what do I need to do?
So
Separate
equals 1 third
over 3. Yep.
plus 2 negative 2/3 I.
Yep.
Your guys, we're doing good.
I wonder if I don't make a true test.
Me too.
What?
I know I
Chemistry.
flopped that one question,
That
but
was
other
so
than
Which
that,
question?
the one on the back before the essays.
The pure silver one?
No,
Or the.
the one where you have to find like the volume when it gives you the millimeters and the centimeters.
Oh, like the. Oh.
All right, this next one, if y'all want me to work it all the way out in full, I can, but I'm at least going to set it up for you, and then it follows the same process as not 36, but the one we did before that. So,
Yeah.
if y'all are like, nah, I'm good, I don't need to see another one, that's fine. If we want to see it, I'm fine with doing it too, but.
All over.
All over. So what do you notice is different about this one?
There are two things on top.
Extra stuff.
There's two things on top. So what I want to do first before I multiply by the
Foil.
conjugate is to foil.
Amen.
Okay, so because slim chance it could cancel stuff. Okay, we don't know, but it is possible. So it's also why we would want to go ahead and do that. So what does that give me on top?
2 plus
4i
4i
minus 4
4
minus 2i squared.
Minus,
Sorry, Josh.
minus 4,
Plus 4.
minus I,
minus I.
What?
and then
Yeah. Girl, would you mess me up?
That's what I said.
You said minus 4.
I said, what?
You said minus 4. That's why I stopped.
Guys, I wrote down plus 4. God.
No, you said minus 4 like right here.
I
the
said
I.
minus I. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm I
It
literally
was
have that. I have that
trust
exact
you.
thing written down.
It's
I don't know why I said that.
Shanixa, I trusted you.
It's okay, Josh. We've trusted you before too.
Yeah, I was wondering why she
I know.
stopped. I was like, why did she stop saying it?
Because I did the first two numbers and not the last two.
All right, so simplify the top. What do I have?
oh,
Oh, give me a second.
oh wait, oh,
2 plus 3. Oh, wait.
What?
It's 4.
Four.
Yeah.
4 plus
2 plus
4 plus 3i.
yeah.
Where?
Because the negative
I
2i squared.
It
Yeah.
becomes
Makes
a
positive
plus.
2.
Oh.
We put things together, Josh. It's just like,
Yeah, this is how I'm gonna fail my math test, guys.
No, you got it, Josh.
From not putting things together.
Yeah.
Can't really do it.
All right, guys, we gotta finish this problem because he said like 10 o'clock, so we're getting close.
Oh yeah, it's like in form.
There's one more problem I want to do, and I'm gonna be so irritated if we're halfway through it and it. All right, so what do I need to do with this problem then?
Multiply by the conjugate.
Multiply by the conjugate.
Of
Yes.
Which is what?
2i. Let's go, guys. Let's do this. Okay. Now we have 20. Struggling, guys. I can't.
6i
Me neither.
squared.
And then it would be
Oh, wait,
the bottom
what?
all over 25 minus 4i
Yeah.
squared. Okay, and
dang
then,
it, my answer's
If we're sweating doing math, I'm concerned.
then the top is 20. Wait, that's
Wait.
wrong. No,
That's
I
weird.
did it again.
No.
Bro.
It was only this one.
Let's think. I squared.
26
Yeah, 26.
minus I mean plus 7i over
25.
25
Wait.
plus 4.
29.
29.
Wait,
But then we're not done yet.
Standard 26 over 29 plus 7 over 29 I.
Beautiful.
Stressful, bro.
All right, the last one.
How much room do we need for
Fingers
We're just gonna die
crossed.
in the fire.
I'm okay
One,
with it. No more.
two. Depending on how you write it, probably like 8 lines.
Oh.
Depending, if you write all the way across the paper, then maybe not. But
I do.
it's a quadratic formula problem.
Oh yeah.
42.
Oh my God.
3x squared plus x plus 2 equals 0. So we're trying to solve, okay, for x. So we're going to end up having 2 answers because quadratic formula. All right, so quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I think we had that earlier in this section somewhere, didn't we? In one of these sections. All right, so what do I plug in then?
-1 plus or minus 1 squared minus 4 times 3 times 2 over 2 times 3.
So just to save, what if I have 1 minus, what was that, 24?
Yeah.
I have negative 23 inside. So -1 plus or minus the square root of negative 23 all over 6. So now what is the problem here?
Bring out the I.
Take out the I. -1 plus or minus I root 23 over 6. So then to split this, okay, remember the I goes with this square root over here. So I'm going to have -1 over 6 plus or minus square root of 23 over 6 and then I. Guys, we did it.
Okay. Yes!
Yay.
All right, your problems really quick are...
Really quick.
You'll have tomorrow to work on them, so don't stress out about it since they're going to take away time from my class today. And tomorrow. 1, 5, 7, 11. 1. Oh, never mind. I forgot this book doesn't start with random problems. Okay. 1, 5, 7, 11, 15,
7-Eleven.
17, 23, 31, 35, 39, and 41.
Like, the notes kind of made me scared, but, like, I kind of like this section.
We got it, guys.
I like
We
that.
got it. We got it.